Hello again to all and sundry. Welcome back to Europa Universalis 4, more specifically to Scotland. I'm Paragon Saber, and this is an attempted Auld Alliance Reversed achievement run. So I've been continuing to debate with myself over what other ally I should go for. Right now I only have Castile. I'm still guaranteed by France, but France is now over their relations limit and won't take me as an ally, despite the fact that I'm already using one of their Diplo slots. That's something that I hope Paradox fixes. You know, if they want to get rid of that extra dip slot that the AI would save for the player, okay, I like the game better with it, because it allowed for, for example, playing as Byzantium was hard enough even with that, because you had to put in a lot of work before the Ottomans attacked you to get the alliances you needed. Adding that in just made it tougher, and almost arbitrarily tougher. But hey, they want to keep that? Fair enough. It's, the AI refusing relationships with you while they already have a relationship slot taken up by you, that's gotta be a bug. If it isn't, then I'm disappointed. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Alrighty then. Regardless, I'm really still debating on the whole ally thing. You know, of course, Poland is eminently weak right now. They've been able to annex Mazovia, but I'm pretty sure the only province they've actually gotten from that is Warsaw. I mean, they have a grand total of 8 provinces, because they were made to release Galicia, Volhynia as well. I mean, they still have, and they even lost Moldavia, who was being pounced on by Lithuania. Better Lithuania than the Ottomans. So I was considering the Teutons, but Poland will be back in the future. The Teutons are allied with Hungary and the Livonians. Those three against Poland and his alliances, which are Lithuania, Denmark, and one other, Bavaria. I think Poland could take some things back, and I'm not going to help the Teutons in any of those wars. It would just be a deterrent for England trying to attack me. Maybe Castile's already enough on that front. Also thought about Cologne, mostly because he's an elector, but he's in a pretty rough war right now. Considered the Pope. It would allow me to probably make more than one use of Pope mana, but it's going to be really hard for me to resist the Protestant Reformation. And while the Treaty of Tordesillas probably does trump the Protestant idea, I think it's like deport the heretics or something. I still think Protestantism is just better. You get free morale of armies, you get free, reduced idea cost, you can get discipline, it's just good. Whereas Catholicism, I mean, the Pope mana interactions are nice, to be sure. Lots of free mercantilism is great if you're, Genoa or Venice, I suppose, but So, the point of that long rant is, I'm actually going to hold off on getting another ally for now. Oh hey, that's fun. I've only seen like one of these events where it's actually been paired with one. And I guess some extra base tax would be nice, but, well, in Ayrshire, how many points is that worth? 57? Yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and take the extra base tax. I'm just hoping that they don't, I've seen the counter events for that, and they can be as benign as give your consort's family money, which, not a big deal, or they can be as awful as lose 20 army tradition, which I never want to deal with. Ever. It's awful. Anyways. Still waiting for a couple of those churches I started last episode to finish up. believe those would be the ones in Fife and Lothian, because Ayrshire produces iron, and that reduces construction time. I mean, it's nifty, I suppose. Still waiting for France to peace out England. I mean, I know France likes to be able to take everything. Sweden wants me to support their independence. And yes, I should have done that earlier. Denmark is allied with Poland. Sweden, I'd love to do it. Maybe if you got like Muscovy on your side, I'd consider joining in, but for now it doesn't make sense. And I mean, Muscovy's not rival to Denmark, so sorry, buddy. England has got to be my focus for now, and of course later on France. Righty then. So Crimea has not been marched by the Ottomans. Can't see much really going on out here. I mean, of course, the Ottomans always consolidate a bunch in the early years. I mean, unless the player is playing Byzantium, the Ottomans are gonna, or one of the Anatolian Beyliks, they're going to just munch everything up with little regard for who might stand in their way. Note, though, that Trebizond is still alive, allied with Theodoro. Georgia has lost Samtske, Kars, but I think that might have been conquered from Armenia by the Ottomans. I mean, just guessing from the lack of a core there. Georgia itself, they always have a tough time getting allies, don't they? And also, Ramazan survives by somehow they've secured an alliance with the Turks. Wow. I mean, I know Ramazan survived far longer than they really should have in the original timeline. If you go in and start a game and click through the years, Ramazan is still around into the 17th century, long after the Ottomans had eaten the Mamluks and had extended their influence even into like the Tunis area. So I guess that's not incredibly ahistorical. I mean, there had to have been some agreement there for the Ottomans to not just take that land. Anyways, I want my diplomats doing something. I'll go ahead and touch up relations with Castile. I could consider allying Portugal, but they're certain to come into conflict with Morocco, and, well, the only person I want to be fighting is England. Tad behind on ideas, but that's no surprise. My ruler's not the greatest. 322, it could be far worse. And honestly, if I was going to have a 7 monarch point ruler, I'd probably take a 322. I would maybe consider a 412. But, you know, I still make semi-respectable monarch points a month with all these advisors. So oh, hey, I actually managed to capture one of the Irish miners' light ships. That's nice. Actually, hey, I'm starting to make money again. Considering whether I should try to build more buildings and such. I think I'm just going to build up to my force limit instead. So this will become 16 and 4. I'm pretty sure that's the optimal army composition before about Tech 9, or maybe even like 12. I guess it can increase as supply limits increase, but regardless, that'll give me a solid 20 stack. Just trying to decide what I want to do with the others. Do I want to go just 20 and 4? I mean, the issue is that even now, supply limits aren't awesome. Looks like the only... Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I'll definitely take the ducats for the prestige and stability there. Thank you very much. but it looks like the only provinces that can easily support a 24 stack are Ayrshire, Lothian, and Fife. Even the Irish provinces can support like 22. Kildare can only support 16. Oh, very nice. If I could get one more good event, I'd actually get the 100 free admin points from that mission. Cork can only support 21. Okay, maybe I'll hold off on building up to the 4th summit for now. One thing I should definitely do, though, is call a diet and grant generalship. Do need another general. Oy. 6 pips on a 40 tradition general, with one of them guaranteed. That's 5 pips. I guess it could be worse. It's a pretty good ruler for France. It could be worse. I'm pretty sure the minimum you can get is 4. Actually, you might even be able to get 3 on a 40 tradition general. But, certainly not great. Oh well. A general's a general, and, he's kinda helpful regardless. Maybe. Suppose. I am Castile's only ally. Aragon, on the other hand, is allied with Hungary, France, Ferrara. And, alright, so Castile's ruler has ascended. So they'd still just get a Trastamara, huh? Probably because of Aragon. Aragon does have more development than me still. And I think it's either... When it comes to nobles getting put on thrones, it's either your ally with the highest development, or if there's another nation that has the same dynasty. Something with that, too. France has taken the entire northern coastline that belonged to England, as well as Bordeaux, but they have kept Labourd, so there you go, England. Hope you're happy. Check the ledger, see how England is doing. I doubt they even took their armies down there. Nope, they have 21 to my 20 right now, but they can have 28k. And I do have to be wary. Actually, let's check and see. Do they still have Richard Plantagenet, or just a good general? Military leaders overall. Way to go, Brunswick. They have a 634. Anyways, no, we're looking for... Yeah, England still has Richard Plantagenet. So, definitely have to wait until he is dead before I can try to do anything. 4 is the highest shock that any general has achieved at this point, though. Noticing that Jean Barreau is dead, as is Hadim Sehabedin. Nope, no, he's still around. Quite a few of the starting generals still alive 16 years into the game. Yeah, something I should have been doing is building spy network on England. England, who has an ally again, Brittany. They've allied Brittany, they've royal married Brittany, they're warning Brittany though. I think, well, it'll have to expire, I think. Not like it matters. England, I mean, the only nation Brittany can attack is France. And England's not going to defend Brittany against France if they want to go suicidal. So, I'll take the national epic. And things will be quiet. When can I annex Sligo? In 66. For 192 Diplo power, I'm glad to have saved the admin. France has paid Savoy's debt. Who's Savoy at war with? Come on. There we go. They're not, but they do have a truce with Switzerland, so it's just France being friendly with Savoy. Fair enough. I mean, I know in some of my Byzantium runs in earlier patches, Poland or even the Mamluks will sometimes pay off your foreign debt before you're allied. So Burgundy's a great power for now. Poland is most certainly not. Still have the... Wow. I think the Timurids have actually expanded. Well, I mean, they've certainly embraced feudalism. Good job, Timmies. Muscovy up there, no surprise. Mamluks, yep. Castile and Burgundy. England's not a great power either. How about you go ahead and annex one of those vassals, France? I guess it doesn't make sense for them to annex Lorraine. They're hidden behind Burgundy. Might actually be better off as a march. I mean, probably not, because marches just in general aren't that great, but you know, trying to think of a use for any march in this game that's not Moldavia for Poland. There goes my commandant. There's a morale of armies guy. I will gladly take him. Few countries with no heir. Castile and France, the biggest ones, but would be pretty tough to get a Stort onto another throne at this point. I could disinherit that heir, but I mean, at this point there's almost an equal chance that I get a Wurtz ruler. And I can live with a 1-3-4 because I can national focus that to a 3-2-3. That's pretty much the thought there. Renaissance, unfortunately, is going to take some time to get to me because it always spawns in Italy, has spawned through osmosis, and, I mean, of course, get, you know, little passive ticks for just having more than 10 development, but really would have to develop it in to get it quickly, and I think at this point it's still better to just try to take the techs than to try to develop it into provinces. I mean, you need like 2,000 mana to develop it into a province, I think. So, anyways, it spawned in Ferrara. It's actually not even all the way through Naples yet. That's surprising. And we finally have some of the Irish annoyed with us for taking over their homes. However, I counter by saying I have a 20 stack and your rebellion is going to be gone. What say you to that? I'm also going to go in and set a bunch of English provinces of vital interest. I want this. I want all of these. And I hope that France doesn't successfully cross the channel. I don't know, maybe I should try to take... Maybe I should try to, like, sandwich England. Take things like Cornwall, Somerset, Hampshire, Kent first, so France can't get up there. It gives England some really easy provinces to siege down when I fight them in the future. But... I don't know. Oh, it's the Leinster Separatists, not the Kildarians. There we go. Looks like all of these are low enough uprising chance that I can just park my army on them and the uprising chance will go down. That's nice. Pretty quiet for now. Debating my first idea group. It'll be a little bit before I can take that. I did spend a lot of admin coring these, but... Defensive comes to mind. That extra morale would be very nice. Oh, yay. England likes me more. Isn't that nice? There we go. Looks like I can take military tech 5. And I can get Galley Glass. Hey, Honest Merchants of Scotland. Not sure. Like, yes, I'd love to block France off from this. But it just gives me a bunch of war exhaustion and such later on when I'm fighting England. I know you want me to support your independence, Sweden, but you're gonna have to come back when you have some other heavy hitters supporting you. I'm sorry. I know the AI would support independence in your situation. I'm not the AI. I cannot fight Denmark-Norway on my own with only you helping me, especially if Denmark happens to gain an ally. They've allied Poland and Lithuania, so no, we would have no chance. Also, it looks like Galicia Volhynia... Wow, they actually ate down into Moldavia. Go GV. They've allied Muscovy. Sweet. That, I mean, I don't know if Galicia Volhynia is a massive unicorn. You can definitely see them in a few games when situations like this happen. But having them actually do decently, that would be very interesting. I'm gonna maintain in my vassal. Can't remember what ideas they have. Traditions of Ruthenian, though. So, do I want to go for the south? I already have... I mean, Pale, of course, I would be taking in any successful war with England. But do I just push them top down? Or do I try to block off France? That's the question. Compensate the traders. So, looks like that rebel threat is gone. I can start making money again. You know what? Why not? It's not going to hurt all that much in the long run. I'll go ahead and actually fabricate on Cornwall. Decided that I want these two. France won't be happy. But... well, they're the ones who chose to have too many diplo relations, aren't they? England has some Lollards. They did get an heir fast enough this game that the War of the Roses didn't happen, though. That's pretty good for them, isn't it? Keep France happy with us, at the very least. No reason to spurn that entirely. But we want them as our vassal. We want them as our subject. The Ottomans are fighting the Mamluks already. Ew. That's gonna be a strong Ottomans. They allied with only Ramazan. Now they have Tunis too. And they start off guaranteeing Ragusa. Because attacking Ragusa was the cheese strat of many a nation before one of those patches from a while ago. Do I remember which one? Absolutely not. But it was the strategy. England has engaged the Lollards, who have more troops than them, but also no leaders, so England should take them out. Definitely hurts their army, though. Did they engage that with their full force? Yeah, with 21,000. Can't be nice to their manpower. Wow, Galicia Volhynia is actually pretty far up here. Yeah, England still has plenty of manpower, though. And they do have a bigger army than me. So I'm going to have to be pretty careful when I engage them, because they don't like me. They will be more than willing to just... well, I should probably wait until I can integrate Sligo. That's probably the best idea. That'll put me on as close a footing as I can manage. Couple yearly ticks will do well for that. I'll go up to speed 4. And yeah, in any potential war with England, for one, they have put a fort in Cumbria. They like to do that, so they have one in Cumbria, one in Marches, and one in London. Now the Desmonds have gotten angry. 3.0 there. Oh, I haven't even accepted Irish culture. I should do that. Welcome to the family. Probably won't see revolts here. I mean, I've seen some pretty low revolt chances hit before, but one can hope, right? So, should I try to put up more churches? And hey, that's good. Autonomy's lowered enough that I can have 25 now. It's one step closer to being on equal footing with England. Churches, a couple of these make a little bit of sense. I know you're really supposed to build churches if they're above like 0.1. I've always been kind of iffy about that. I've always been more of like a 0.15 as the threshold for that. I'm sure it pays for itself, but you still lose a lot in the short term. Sure you have enough men anyway. No, that's sad. Recall from the Pope. Any marketplaces make sense? Probably not. You get 1.9 if I build one in 5, but that's just because it has really high development. Is this where Edinburgh is? No, that's where Dundee is. Edinburgh is in Lothian. Surprised that this has more development than Lothian. Aberdeen, Inverness, Dornoch, Stornoway, huh? And then Kirkwall, Carrickfergus, Dungannon, which yeah. Just looking at all the cities. Nice. Here's a scholar. That makes him a lot more viable. 143. 143 with scholar. Alright. We'll go ahead and get a claim on Somerset as well. Can finally take admin ideas, or admin tech 5. So ideas. The ones that jump out to me are defensive, exploration, possibly influence. But really, I don't know. I need to keep up on military tech early. I wonder, can we see what England has taken? They haven't taken an idea group yet. I think they like to take either trade or economic early. You know what? I'm rich enough. Let's... Do I really want to go colonial Scotland? I mean, I'm supposed to be focusing on the continent. My mission is to vassalize France. Or get them as a subject somehow. A personal union would count too. Yeah, let's go exploration. Why not? I've been pretty ahead on Diplo points for a while, so... And Diplotech, it's a little bit better to fall behind on that, especially because I'm one of the only nations that can actually fight England without having to deal with the Royal Navy. Which is nice. Making 2 ducats a month. Hey, I got a cardinal. That's nice. Thank you, Mr. the Pope. Still have all those vassals. Angry because we have the same provinces as vital interest. I don't care. You know what? I like the Iberians. Why not ally Portugal? We can have ourselves a bit of an entente. Triple entente with Portugal, Castile, Scotland. Alright, now England is officially not a great power. Here's the Ottoman Golden Era. They always love to take that early. I'm sure we'll see a bunch of nations taking Golden Eras in like 1490 something. I think a lot of them do that because that's... Seems like they pretty much all get one of these at the same time, and that allows everybody to activate early golden eras. Righty then. So there's the timer. It's 1465. We're looking okay. I mean, we can almost fight England on even footing as far as force limit is concerned. We'll see how it goes. Regardless, thank you for watching. I've been Paragon Saber. This has been Europa Universalis 4. See you next time.